Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In today's session, let's look into a small project on Treeview. So, I've already written the code, but I'll write the code once again explaining each and every line. But before that, let us see how the project looks like. So, when I execute it, I get a tree view and there are many buttons called add record, delete record, display record and update record. So if we want to add any details into the tree view, I can click on add record. So a window pops up having employee ID, employee name, employee department, employee salary. And I can give the details over here. ID I'm giving it as 250, name as Sam, department as IT, and salary is 90,000. So now when I say submit, let me minimize it. Now if I say submit, the record gets added on to the tree view. So the ID 250 Sam IT 90,000 has been added into the tree view. Now if we want to delete any record, firstly we have to select the record. I have selected Mahesh, employee name Mahesh I have selected, and if I click on the delete record, the record gets deleted. Now if I want to display any record, I have to select a record. So when I select Sam and say display record, a window pops up and it will give the details. Selected record is employee ID 250, employee name Sam, department IT, salary 90,000. So it will display the selected record. Now if I click on the update record, for this also I have to select a record. I have selected with the employee name equal to Sia. Now I want to update some details in this particular record. So I'll click on update record. A new window pops up. Here instead of Sia, I'll make it as Sia 121 or I'll make it as Sia Ramesh. So I've updated some details in this particular record. When I click on save, when I click on save, the updated details will be reflected in our tree view. It is Sia Ramesh. So in this way, this is a small project through which we can add record, delete a record, display record and update record. Since it's a bit lengthier code, I'm dividing it into 4 sessions. In this session, let's see the layout. Layout means this particular layout of the screen. So we will create a tree view, add some existing records will be there. Then I'm giving a button. I will show you how to add buttons, that is add record, delete record, display record, update record. So for this session we'll see the layout. In the next session we'll see the functionality for add record. In the subsequent session the functionality for delete and display record, and in the next in that subsequent session we'll see about the update record. So I've divided it into 4 sessions. In this session, let's look into the layout quickly. So I'm importing the details. Now I'm creating a tree view. For that, I have to have columns. Columns is equal to employee underscore ID, emp underscore name, comma, department, comma, salary. So these are the 4 columns in our tree view. Now let's define a tree view by saying tree equal to it's in TTK module. So TTK dot tree view Place it in the main window, and columns for this is equal to our columns, whatever define it in the tuple. So that will be the columns, and show I'll keep it as headings. So this is our tree view. Now let's add the headings for the tree view. So tree dot heading. Firstly, we have to say what column. So it is employee underscore ID column. So EMP underscore ID. And what is the heading which you want, that you have to specify it in the text parameter. So I want the heading to be employee ID. So that I'm giving it in the text parameter. Similarly, this was for the column employee ID. Now let's look in. Since there are 4 columns, I have to give for all the I have to create the headings for all the 4 columns. Next is emp underscore name, and the heading for this is employee name. For the third one, it is department, and text is equal to department. And for the fourth one, it is salary, and the text for this is equal to salary. So I've given the headings for all the 4 column names. So for all the 4 columns, we have added the heading, that is employee ID, employee name, department, and salary. Now let's insert some existing records. Some records let us insert before we'll just insert some records into the tree view. So tree dot insert. Since it's not a child record, it's a parent record. So parent is blank, and index is, I'm adding it at the end. Values is equal to, in the tuple, employee ID is 120, name is Krishna, department is finance, salary is 20,000. So let us add some 2 or 3 records. So next one, I'll give it as 130 employee ID. Name is Ria. Ria. She is an admin, and salary for her is 25,000. Then I'm having ID as 140. Name is Sia. She is in IT department, and salary is 30,000. So these 3 records we have added into a tree view. Now let's place the tree view onto the screen by saying tree.place x is equal to 10. So padding offset value is 10. Y equal to 20. So this one we have given. We have placed it onto the screen. Now let's add some buttons like add button, delete button, display button, and submit button onto the screen. So button add is equal to button. Place it in the main window. Text equal to add button, add record. And now let's place it onto the screen. Button add dot place. I'm giving x equal to 50, y equal to 300. So now let's add some more buttons called the delete button, the display button, and the update button. And then we'll have the main event loop called win.main loop. So first one was the add button. This is delete button. So I'll give it as del, button del. And the text on this will be equal to delete record. And x parameter should be equal to 150. So you can align your buttons such that all are on the same column value, but the row, that is x value, differs. See, you can try out many other values and see whichever is convenient for you. And the next one is the display record. And here it is DSP, BT and DSP for display, BT and DSP for display. And here it is 250, x is 250. And the last button is button update UPD button, and the text on it is equal to update record, and x value is equal to 350, y is 300, win dot main loop. So we have created a tree view, inserted some records, and we have added 4 buttons, that is add button, delete button, display button, and update button. Now let me run the code and check. So I get my tree view with 3 records, that is Krishna, Riya, Sia, and I've got 4 buttons, that is add, delete, display record, and update record. So we have created the layout, and in the next session let's look into the details of how to add the add functionality. So whenever we click the add record, a pop-up screen should appear. For this we will use a top level so that another screen will be displayed, and on that we'll add some labels and entry widgets, and so that we can add details into the entry widget, and when we say save on that particular screen, the record gets added into the tree view. So hope so friends, you were able to understand the design for the tree view and how we can add the buttons. In the next session we'll see about the add record. In the next to next session, delete and display. Next to next session, we'll see about the update record. So hope so friends, it was clear for you. In this session for tree view, initially we have to specify the columns, heading for the columns, insert details into the tree view, place it on the screen, then 4 buttons we have added. So hope so friends. If you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button, and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.